Is it possible to study in Canada for free? Well, I don't think I know of any university that would say, beloved, do not pay tuition. But I know if you're thinking of pursuing graduate studies, if you're looking at pursuing a research-based graduate program, it's possible for you to get funding, to pursue your studies. Well, if you want to find out more, then keep watching.
We are so happy to be here again in your faces to say we hope you're blessed, we hope you're good, we hope you guys had a nice time and you're enjoying your summer. All right, so today we're going to be talking about academics, especially here in Canada. So we would like to sort of explore the journey Judith took and the processes that she had to go through in coming here to study. First, she had a master's done here, and currently she's doing her doctoral program. I'll be asking her very, very pertinent questions about this journey, and the idea is for someone out there to maybe learn something and be able to do something better when you have an opportunity. So, without saying much, I'll start first. My very first question is, why Canada? What brought you, what made you decide to come over to Canada to study?
I mean, that question is pretty straightforward and easy, because for me, I wanted to pursue my master's program, but I was looking for funding, right? Mm-hmm. So even though I had like 3 admissions in the UK, I didn't get funding, right? You can't really go to school without paying tuition, really. So, but then I started looking at Canada because my friend, I got admission and got that admission with funding. So I was like, okay, maybe I could look at Canada. Who knows? Maybe I'll get that opportunity too. So that was why I started looking at Canada.
Interesting. So it presented as an opportunity with funding, right?
Yeah, I knew that the possibility of getting funded in Canada, I knew that possibility was there. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, if I can get funded to pursue graduate studies, why not?
Yes, for some of you who might not understand what we're talking about when we say funding, some of you already know what it means. Yes, you can actually get funded to pursue a program here, right? Unlike some programs where you come in with your tuition fees, but there are some situations where you get in as a research student and you get funded in the process while you're doing research, and then you're also going through a program, so a postgraduate program, if I may say. I'll allow my wife to elaborate more on that and particularly explain how it happened. So just listen, grab some popcorn. It's going to be a very, very lovely story, I think.
We'll see. Anyway, so as I said earlier on, I was looking for an opportunity to study here, but I just knew it had to be with funding because I didn't have that money, right? So I studied food engineering at the bachelor's level, and then I wanted to do chemical engineering. I just knew I wanted to study chemical engineering for my master's degree. But at that point, I didn't have like a specific research area or a research focus. I was just open. I was like, well, if you're going to fund me, then I'll work for you. I was just like, all I want is funding. I want someone who fund me to do my master's program. Then I'll do research for that person. What I did was, I knew for me to get funding, I needed to do something different.
Okay. How so?
Now remember, I studied food engineering, but I was looking at an opportunity in chemical engineering.
Yeah.
So I wasn't waiting for someone to say, oh, we have graduate student positions available. No. I went out looking for that opportunity. So what I did was, I started researching schools. I started looking at schools. I started looking at professors at these universities in Canada. I just started with Queen's. And then I realized that, well, there's so many Nigerians in this school and in this department. Maybe I would start looking at professors in this department. And so the first person I looked at, a wonderful person, who is now my supervisor. And then I was just like, well, I'm going to contact as many professors as possible. Who knows? Well, since I don't have a particular research area in mind, I'm open. As long as you're able to fund me, I'm coming to work for you. Anyway, so I started looking at these professors, and then I got their email addresses. And what I did was, I went back home. I came up with an email, and my idea was I was going to send each of them messages. Who knows? Maybe 1 or 2 people would, respond to me.
Wow.
Yeah, so we talked a little bit about my background. I also mentioned what I was doing. I mentioned what I graduated with. I mentioned why I wanted to, work with that person, and why graduate studies and why Queens. So yeah, I sent out the messages to these people. I got so many no's, but then I got a yes. And guys, I'm saying this because really, it was by the grace of God. Remember, food engineering, now getting somebody just like that. And this happened this happened the same day I sent that message, was the same day I got a response. Was the same day I got a response. This person said, yes, apply if you want to pursue graduate studies. Yes, apply if you want to come in September. I was surprised. I was like, no, I know so many people who have been looking for supervisors. They spent months, years looking for supervisors. And these people, they have the background to do whatever they are looking for, right? Now I'm somebody who studied food engineering. Now I'm looking for an opportunity in chemical engineering. And now you're telling me in the space of it was less than 5 minutes. It was so fast, really. It was the fastest response that I have gotten in my life. I was like, no, this must be a scam. I know. How do you get a supervisor just like that? How do you just get a supervisor? He didn't request for my CV. He didn't request for... He just said, apply if you want to come in September. So I was like,
So if you, just for the listener out there, you drafted this email, this super email, and you found a response within minutes.
Honestly, I don't want to say seconds, but it was really fast.
Within minutes.
I don't want to say maybe it was so fast. It was like bam, and then bam, But let me just say it was less than 5 minutes. Yeah. I was shocked.
So here you have it.
I was shocked.
Never ever rest on your oars. Just go out there. You never know. You might just be hitting the right target. Never give up. Never be discouraged. Okay, so going forwards, we'll talk a little bit about the email she sent, but I don't think we should focus on the email. I think we should focus on the fact that it just happened to be the right person and at the right time. And so thank God for that. There's nothing more to say, and also for the drive, the effort you took to put in that application, just trusting God that something would come up. So when you sent this email and you got this response, what next? What next happened?
I was shocked, really. I was like, no, this is not happening. This is too quick. This is too good to be true. And then I sent the person an email. I was like, are you saying you've accepted me? He replied, he said, yes, apply if you want to come in September. I was like, this still looks like a scam. This still looks like a scam. I sent another email too. I was like, no, I want to know if you're really true or not. And then I was like, so are you saying, or is it okay for me to include your name in my application? Saying something like, oh, I reached out to this person and he has agreed to be my supervisor. And he was like, yeah, do that. And then I was like, guys, immediately I put in my application, and I got the admission with full funding. Now, when I say full funding, it wasn't just enough to pay my tuition, it was enough to pay my living expenses, and I was still able to save from there. Wow. So if you're looking for an opportunity to pursue graduate studies, don't give up. Don't say there are no opportunities. In fact, don't wait to see an opportunity. Go looking for the opportunity. Just go around looking for, knock on people's doors. Hey, this is what I'm looking at. This is what I'd like to work with. Do you have an opportunity for me? And if the person says yes, good. And if the person says no, it's okay. You go to the next person. Just keep going. Just keep looking. Keep looking. If you look, the Bible says, if you look, you will find.
Yes.
Right?
And it might not even be Canada. It might be somewhere else. Right now we're in Ontario, so it might not be Ontario in Canada. It might be some other province in Canada, or even some other nation. Just allow yourself to be led. Okay, allow yourself to be led. Go looking for that particular opportunity. Just like my wife, she followed the instincts that God gave her. why did you choose Queen's out of all the universities?
I think when I started searching, I just realized that there was this Nigerian who worked with a professor. So I just saw that name and it was Queen's. So I just decided to go with it, right? I just said, okay, this would be a good place to start. I mean, yeah, to be a good place to start.
Yeah.
So that was where I started from. And that was the only university I explored, because by the time I'd reached out to those professors, I got a response, right? So what I'm saying is this: go looking for opportunities. Don't wait until somebody says, I am looking for this, I am looking for that. Then before you throw in your application and you ask questions, go looking for, just go, knock on doors, nobody's going to beat you. Go knocking, search, explore. Don't limit yourself. Don't say, okay, this is what I want to do. If I don't find funding in this thing, then I won't do anything. I mean, I knew I wanted to do chemical engineering for my master's degree, but that's just a broad discipline, right? What are you really going to be working on? At that point, I didn't have a specific research focus or interest. I was like, wherever I find funding is where I'll go. And so I found funding, to work with an awesome, supervisor, and he works on control systems, right? His area of research is really on control systems. So I decided, okay, I was going to do that. Imagine moving from food engineering to doing research in control systems engineering. Now, that's a story for another day.
So control systems engineering is not. It's more for me when I see my wife work with control systems engineering. It's more like applied mathematics. So you might think it's just the name. It's really deep, and I think that will be the next step or question. I don't know if we can explore that right now.
Maybe we'll do that in a different video.
Separate video. We'll talk about how her journey how the journey went for her, as she was studying this. And another video, we'll talk about my own experience, my own journey here as a medical doctor, physician from Nigeria, and how I'm getting established here in North America. So lot of stuff coming up your way, and I think here you have it. Is there anything more you want to add?
I'll just summarize the points. First, explore, don't give up. If you're looking at pursuing a research-based program, that means you're looking for funding, right? So don't limit yourself. Explore. Reach out, knock on doors. Don't wait for someone to say, hey, I'm looking for. Go out looking for opportunities. Now be open too, right? Be open while looking for opportunities.
Be adaptable.
Don't limit yourself. Don't say, oh, if it's not this, then I can. Because you don't know where you find funding, right? Be open. And I'll say the grace of God, honestly, because mine happened. I won't look at it as a coincidence. It was just by the grace of God. Imagine no background in control systems, now getting the position to do control systems research. Now that journey, I'll probably explain that in another video, but I'm just telling you that everything is possible. Don't limit yourself. Keep knocking until the door opens. Don't give up. Keep knocking until the door opens. That should be your watchword.
Yes.
Knock.
And that's a famous verse, Matthew 7:7. Knock, keep on knocking, ask, keep on asking, seek, keep on seeking until you find, until the door opens, until someone answers your question. And with that, we'll leave you with all the peace and all the joy for you guys to enjoy this coming week. Be blessed. Remember, you're unique, you're blessed, you're favored. And
have a wonderful day, guys.
Bye-bye.
We love you.
Bye.